Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ai-zudin 256045, and this is reflection of my practicum experience. Now, I must say that every experience and lesson that I had gained during my practicum period is something that is very precious, because it is not that something that I can get in the textbook or in the class. So now, this experience had actually motivates me in becoming a good lawyer in future, and perhaps going to make me establishing my own law firm. Why? Because the lesson that I had learned during my practical period makes me know and understand the nature of a law firm, and next becoming a future lawyer itself. Why? Now, the very first thing that had been exposed in my law firm is that how do a law firm need to manage their staffs, right? Now, in my own law firm, every staff that being work there is actually working in one specific department only. For about, if I can ask them, they had stated to me that they only had been static in one department for about 15 years. For example, the clerk that handled the conveyancing matter, or that helped the lawyers in conveyancing matters, had worked there for about 15 years. Can you imagine that? So from this kind of situation, or this kind of experience, I had learned that a staff is important to a law firm in assisting the lawyers in preparing documents. So if you actually put a staff in specific department, they will actually expert in whatever they are practicing, whatever documents they are preparing, they are going to be expert, and there will be such a less mistake being done there. Remember, in law firm, less mistake is very important because it involves costs of the clients and also fines that can be implemented by provision of course. That one is the first lesson that I can get, because I am sitting between staff and I can ask them every day. So this lesson is very important to me, so that I can understand whenever I want to establish my own law firm, I want to get a worker that work to assist the lawyers in my firm. I must say that they must be put in a specific department so that they can learn and make a less mistake there. Now, secondly, in this law firm, in ai-zudin Associate also, I had been exposed to many type of documents that are related with civil litigation and also conveyancing matter. For example, writing submission, also affidavit. For conveyancing matter, for example, the SPA agreement. So now, all of these documents, I know every law students are experiencing this, but the difference in my experience is that I can now actually arrange the documents in the files by myself. So now I can know the how the documents be inserted, how the documents must be managed in a file, so that whenever I went to become a lawyer in future, now I can make sure that my files are being organized well. Because in my practical experience, I must say that in order for you to become a good lawyer, your file must be in a need, so that the court will assist you in understanding your case. So that we can assist the court so that they can understand our case, and next make them understand about what are we talking about. That one is second one. Thirdly, the experience had teach me also about how to handle the clients. The clients are very important subject in a law firm, of course, but how do we actually want to handle the clients? So in this reflection, I must say that I had learned that there are two types of clients out there, which are the normal client and also the big client. What does it mean? The normal client is a personal or individual or layman that come to a law firm that actually want to insist a legal advice from the firm or from the lawyer itself. So in this kind of situation, I had learned that the language is very important. In order for you to make your client understand what are you going to say or what are you going to advise him, you must use a very simple language, not a very complex language, so that the client can understand everything they want to say. And this language also is important to convince your client so that they can trust you as their lawyer and as their representative in the court. That one's for the normal client. The big client is someone that have legal knowledge. For example, the person that work in in a company. For example, the HR department person and also the CEO himself. So all of these person do have a legal knowledge in regarding the company itself. So in order for you to advise this kind of person, you cannot use the same language as the layman just now, because now you have to actually use the right terms that are related with the company's law, for example, so that they can more understand about the nature of this law. Because they know if somehow you use the simple language just like the layman just now, they can really relate it, the law that they understand and the law that you're going to you want to convey. So that means that you have to use the right terms now, but still doesn't need to be more further, but in a simple language that this person can understand. So now if I can establish my own law firm after this, I can now differentiate how to manage these two types of different clients. So I guess that's all. In conclusion, I will say that I am excited that can be given a chance to actually going through a practicum period during even though it's 1 month. But I must say that practicum is something that is very useful and important for every law students out there, and they must actually going through all of this so that they can know and understand the nature of how the lawyer must be in the future. With that, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.